The TrekWorks YouTube channel is sponsored by Tenant Controls, makers of lighting kits, soundboards, and more. Tenant Controls brings your models to life.
Well, hi there everybody, Boyd here with you, and welcome back to the TrekWorks channel. Well, I'm really excited to announce a new project we've got going on here. Nice little fun project that I've been planning out for a little while. And we're finally back to some Star Trek here on the channel, guys. How exciting is that? What you see in front of you here are the two 1/1000 scale kits of the Enterprise Refit and the U.S.S. Reliant by Polar Lights. We've been wanting to build a nice little kind of a diorama scene with these two ships. And now that we've finally got the 1/1000 scale Reliant that was released last year, we're going to build our Battle of the Mutara Nebula. I've been wanting to build something like this for quite a while. I feel like these two kits at 1/1000 scale will be a really nice display. The other versions of the 1537 scale that were out there, where we had both ships with the Reliant being a 1537 scale, the 1537 scale Enterprise kit that's out there just really wasn't up to par. It's so old and outdated. So looking at my options before that, we had much smaller kits, the Cadet series, which I just felt were too small. But these 1/1000 scale kits are going to be just right. They won't take up a whole lot of space, but they're big enough where we can put some nice detail into them. So we're going to be building these up, and we're going to be doing some lighting on both of the models. I don't believe I'm going to go in and light all the tiny windows on these kits. It would be just a whole lot of work and take a whole lot of time. But we are going to light a lot of the sort of accessories on the model. We'll light the deflector dish on the Enterprise, the impulse engines, you know, probably up on top of the bridge, maybe the warp nacelles, a few other things like that, so it has some nice lighting. And of course the flashing navigation and strobe lights will do those. And kind of the same thing on the Reliant. There's enough room in the kits where you can work some nice lighting into these. I may change my mind about the window lighting, but we'll see. But anyway, this is going to be a lot of fun now. As I said, we're going to be doing this as the battle in the Mutara Nebula. So I am going to be doing a little bit of battle damage on both models, not go crazy. The way I'm going to represent the Enterprise is right after it had the sort of first encounter with the Reliant, where you see a little bit of damage on the secondary hull on the port side, around the, you know, just below the neck area, kind of in the engineering section where it took a hit. And on the Reliant, a little bit of damage up on the top section where the Enterprise was able to get off a couple of quick shots before it escaped. And we're going to have it kind of looking like that next encounter where before they did a lot of serious damage to each other, where the Reliant's warp nacelle was completely shot off on one side. But we're going to do that, and that'll be a lot of fun. We're going to make a nice custom base with this. You can see we're all ready to go here. Now the 1000 scale refit kit already comes with the Aztec decals, which is really nice. And here we've got the supplemental sheet from Polar Lights for all the decals and Aztecs for the Reliant. So we're all set to go here. So we're going to start on the build next week, starting on Monday. And probably about midweek or so, I'll put out an update on this, and then you guys can follow along with this whole build. I know a lot of you guys have been clamoring for some more Star Trek, and I've been wanting to get back to some Star Trek too. The thing I want to talk about real quick on that is that to answer a lot of your questions out there on the channel, I don't want to get into repeating a lot of things that we've been doing in the past. You know, I've shown several videos of the large 1/350 scale Enterprise refit, and I've shown quite a few videos of the TOS 1/350 Enterprise kit being built up here. So I don't want to get into a lot of repetitive things, and those are mainly what I'm working on as far as my Star Trek work here in the shop lately, doing client builds on those. And so, you know, there's not really a lot new to show you on those things. I'll probably show you videos of those when they're completed and things like that, but, you know, getting back to the Star Trek stuff here on the channel, there haven't been a lot of new kits out there for me to work on. We've built up almost all the mainstream Star Trek kits, and that's why there's been kind of a lull in the Star Trek action. But these two kits are going to be a lot of fun. It's something I haven't shown before. I've also got a couple more resin kits. I've got a Randy Cooper Galileo that's a beautiful kit. It's about 1/32 scale. The model is a little over a foot long, and that's a fantastic kit, and we're going to show you that build up here on the channel coming up sometime in the spring or early summer as well. So there's some more Star Trek stuff coming, but I don't want to get into being overly repetitive on that. So anyways, guys, I don't want to make this one too long. I hope you'll enjoy that one. We're looking forward to this. It'll be a lot of fun. We're going to take you through the whole process on getting these built and how we do the lighting and everything. So any of you out there that choose to build something similar to this, you'll have a little guide for what we're going to use to do all that. Of course, we're going to use some Tenet Controls control boards for our navigation lights, and some other products for doing the lighting in the internal parts of the ship for our static lighting and everything. So we'll get you all caught up with that and show you how we do it all. So it'll be an informative and a little fun series to follow along with. And then, of course, we'll be working with our friend Dave at Wolf Base to get a nice custom base made for this. I'm hoping to do a backlighted sort of Mutara Nebula in the background on this with a little bit of lighting effects on that I've been dreaming up here. So should be a lot of fun, guys. Okay, gonna wrap this one up. Thanks for checking us out, and I want to say a quick thank you to everybody here. We reached 10,000 subscribers on the channel. We've made it to over 2 million views now, so I'm still utterly amazed, everyone, and I thank you so much for your support and following along with us all this time, and for being very patient when we've not been doing a lot of sci-fi on the channel lately here. But back to some Star Trek, and I hope everybody enjoy it. Until we see you on the next update, guys, take care out there, and as always, happy modeling, everyone.